How's it going, fellow nerds? Welcome to another MTG NerdPhil video. You know what we do. We climb the standard rank ladder using some goofy decks, some off-the-wall decks, some decks that you may have not thought about or seen before. And we also talk about other things throughout the week, like video games, board games, Mandalorian, fun TV shows, animes, you name it. So if any of that stuff intrigues you, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And if you enjoy this video, consider giving it a thumbs up as you watch me play these games. So, today we are going to play an unusual deck called Monoblack Enchantments. It's just something I thought about. I just recognized there's a lot of enchantments in black that are pretty good, and there's some creatures that are also considered enchantments, so I wanted to give it a shot. So here's what we're playing. We're playing some Deadweight from some early removal. Hateful Eidolon to draw the cards. You've probably seen this type of combo go off before. We're playing Mogi's Favor. Can make a creature bigger. Not really what we're doing. We're trying to get rid of neg1 stuff. It also has the escape mechanic, which is great. We are playing Aphemia because there's a bunch of enchantments, and this card, you know, if we're playing against Mill or Dimir Rogues that mills, this is a great kind of counter card to that because we can still get something out of it. 3 Heartless Axe for the removal because we're not like super, our creatures aren't like super great, so we have to remove their threats to keep ourselves alive. Lampad, this is okay. We get some value in case a board wipe happens, and a decent blocker all around. Timorat to exile their graveyard or our graveyard. We're not going to be exiling our graveyard too much, but that could be a possibility. Underworld Dreams is great, especially against the meta right now where drawing is, you know, super big. So I really like this card, and it's triple black, so it helps us get the devotion for Erebos. You've probably seen me play this card in mono black, mid-range mono black. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. But yeah, this card did a lot of work there, so I expect to do some good amount of work here. 3 Extinction Events. This time around I did choose to play the Extinction event over other removal spells because since we're not creature heavy and the opponent might get a lot of creatures on the board, this is a great way to kind of reset the board in our favor. 3 Nightmare Shepherds, good card. Can bring back creatures if need be. Revenge of the Ravens. You probably haven't seen this card in a while. I actually really like this card. Keeps us alive even more so. Agadeem's Awakening for a few creatures. No reason to not play it. Castle Lockwane for a card draw, swamps, and full set of Fabled Passage. Excuse me, I can't say my words today. So let's go ahead and bring this. We're going to go through all the knights. You've hopefully seen the Boros Knights video. If not, consider checking that out. That was a lot of fun. I have my own twist to it, of course. But yeah, I'm excited to try out this deck. It's just something I thought about because I've seen like mono enchantment decks or you know, other stuff, but you know, I didn't see like a singular color. So this hand is good, so we'll keep this. We've got Deadweights to keep us alive. We've got Aphemia. Alright, so I don't know if this is just a slow start to mono red. Nothing to get back, of course. So, ooh, perfect target for Deadweight. And we can get a Fabled Passage going here. Just to hopefully maybe not draw a land next turn. Doesn't really matter if we do. We say, hey, that card's pretty good. Let's get rid of that. And we get the Deadweight back. So this is a pretty good start to the deck against mono red. And we have another Deadweight in hand, just in case something else starts appearing. So a lot of good things going on. Yep, did expect that. I'm drawing a land. I'm hoping he blocks. Yep. So once again, we Deadweight. He gets a 1/1, but we get a 2/2. So we're doing pretty good. We can drop down the Revenge of the Ravens just in case he decides to get aggressive, kind of mitigate the damage that we take. Probably not going to play an Erebos here because it doesn't seem all that useful. That's an easy trade here. So let's play the Lifelinker. Let's Play this guy. Nothing to get back this time around. We've got rid of all our enchantments. We might even offer the trade here just to not take, what is it, 4 damage? 4 damage isn't too bad though. Technically 3 in this case because of Revenge of the Raven, so that's kind of nice. No blocks, we'll take it. Another, that guy. That guy's pretty good as well. Ooh, another Revenge of the Ravens. Loving that. So we're going to trigger Revenge of the Ravens a lot here, and that's pretty good. Woohoo! Look at all those triggers. This is so much fun. Yep. Sure, you can Ember Cleave there. Yep. Yep. Are we dead? I think we might have just lived. Ooh, look at that. Revenge of the Ravens coming in clutch here. Good game. Oh, you should have just killed yourself with that. Alright, so we beat Mono Red. Revenge of... Yeah, life gain against Mono Red, you know, very important. So I try to... Whenever I make a deck, I always try to think about what's... Is there any small way I can gain life just in case that there's a good chance I'm going to run into Mono Red. So yeah, that's why Revenge of the Ravens is great. Having 2 out, obviously really, really good. So I was really happy with that outcome over there. And we saw Femia do a lot of work really. So we're going to keep this hand. We can play everything here. We are playing against a Yorion deck, which isn't too bad against us. They do draw occasionally, so Underworld Dreams could come in handy if we draw into that. We do have Timuret to exile their graveyard, just in case something, you know, we see is, you know, on there. Unfortunately, Deadweight is going to be a dead card in our hand. But, I mean, that's, you know, that happens. You know, you're going to run into games where, you know, I'll play Glass Caskets and whatnot. I'm playing against Control, and it's like, oh, wait, that's actually not that good. So we didn't draw a land. A little unfortunate. I don't need another copy of Euphemia. Timuret is really loud when he comes in. I wonder if this is straight up Azorius. So what's he going to exile here? He decides that Timuret is more dangerous. I would probably agree with that statement. Oof. This is kind of rough not drawing into... So we kind of actually have 2 dead cards because the Extinction event isn't going to help us all that much either. Actually 3, including Heartless Axe. So we're kind of working with very little here. So this is certainly a little rough. I actually like the land pad here. So he finally found his... So I think this is where we say goodbye to Euphemia. But we have another one. So there's our Underworld Dreams. We do need another land. We'll get a 2/2 out of this at least. Probably an Extinction event is coming. He's probably going to remove the Underworld Dreams. That's probably the most dangerous to him. This music is so like lively. Oh, interesting. He's looking at other removal spells. That's interesting. So that tells me he does have a creature of some sort? Interesting. Oh, you know what? He could be playing that Dream Crawler or whatever that thing is called. Which is pretty good against us, honestly. Okay, so there's a Doom Foretold. So this is pretty easy. We can get another 2/2 out of this. Alright. We'll pay the 3 here. Play Underworld Dreams. Exile that. So next time we can actually get rid of the Underworld Dreams. it might not be super useful in this matchup. I don't know if he's going to be drawing a bunch of cards. And we can still get then we can get another 2/2 out of it. My only concern is that I do foresee a Shatter the Sky, and that kind of hoses our entire deck. Oh, interesting enough, he decides to play ECD on it. Alright. We've only got one option here. Alright, we're drawing our lands, but not into a great board, if I'm frankly honest. What's he gonna get rid of? You probably get rid of that because I have to sack the Timrat next turn. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't really bother me all that much. I don't think he can get back anything with ECD, so we're still okay there, I think. Okay, the Timrat goes. That's not a bad card to draw, actually. He's got something in hand. Probably a Heartless Act of some sort. Yeah, so Euphemia, you know, even though she's gone, she left us with something to work with, which is really awesome. I don't mind a trade here. Sure. Try on this guy. Yeah, we'll call it a turn. Yeah, the ECD does nothing for him, so it's a pretty obvious choice. The Hateful Eidolon, you know what? I could have played a Mogus Favor on one of these, but and sacked that. That might have actually been the correct play now I think about it. Huh. I didn't think about that until now. So he kept whatever he saw. I think he's going to hold up a counterspell because he knows that I'm likely to remove the Yorion. And there's no reason for him to play it now, I would think. So this is a pretty close matchup, honestly. I'm surprised we're doing this well, given that we been working with very limited resources and basically 3 dead cards, so I don't think this is a matchup in our favor by any means, but I feel like we're doing pretty decent. So I might actually Mogi's favor here. I don't see why not. I mean, there are Omens of the Sun, but this is an enchantment, so okay. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good spell to negate it on. Another Omen. He's also running out of gas a little bit, but the Yorion is going to come in and help him redraw, which is a little unfortunate. So probably gets rid of the Sun? Or does he want to keep one of each? He wants to keep one of each. Alright. That's fine with me personally. Okay. Elspeth's Nightmare kind of hurts us actually. And we don't have an Euphemia to get back our enchantments, so that's also really rough. So phase 2 is going to really hurt us. Discard what he knows. It's a nice draw. Get rid of that. Alright. Unfortunately, we are going to lose our graveyard, which does hurt us a lot, actually, because we might draw an Euphemia next turn and it just kind of sits there. But our first Euphemia did a lot of work, so good job. I don't know if I'm actually even pronouncing that right. I think I am. Yep, gets rid of our only card. I feel like this is a good time to scoop because we've lost the value race, so Ooh, yeah. I don't play Feed the Swarm in this deck, so Nightmare Shepherd isn't too bad. But I feel that we've arrived a little too late. No, my graveyard! Alright, so what happens here? I'm curious why he got rid of Extinction Event, though. I don't know what he was playing that made him think that I have to get rid of Extinction Event out of all things. He must have something. It has to be the Dream Call, right? He's just been holding on to that forever. Alright. Oh, I'm pretty comfortable scooping here. Yeah, we kind of drew dead cards against Yorion, which is, you know, our enchantments that attach to creatures, and Heartless Act, which is only really good against Yorion itself, but it still gets its effect when it comes into play. So we unfortunately didn't draw the correct cards to face against that deck, but I mean, that's what happens when it's best of one. Obviously I would definitely change how I play round two. Definitely more like Feed the Swarms, I would imagine. Probably a little bit more creatures that, even if they're not enchantments, I would probably just play them for the aggression a little bit. Some Lilianas, I imagine. Stuff like that, so. Opponent goes first. Wow, this is a rough hand to keep. Because I'm missing a lot here too. But 2 Underworld Dreams, like, I don't know how to say no to that, honestly. Snapcaster Mage, that's not legal in this format, good sir. I wasn't around during that time. Alright, so that's a nice draw here. I'll just go fetch the swamp now, because there's no reason not to, honestly. Because I want to play Underworld Dreams untapped as soon as possible. Is this Gruul? Interesting. Okay, you decide to play it for the green side. Gets the... Alright, gets the Serpent out. Alright, so we have our mana base all good to go from now on, so... Hopefully we can, I think I'm just gonna try and shoot for 2 Underworld Dreams here. Just... I mean, if he has a removal, I'll take the hit here. Okay. That's fine, it's only gonna be that strong for this turn, so it doesn't really bother me. So we'll play Underworld. We're gonna take some hits, but if he plays a 4-drop, we just name even and then we wipe out his entire board, so it's kind of nice. Alright. I feel like now is a good time to play Extinction Event and name even. Because he missed his land drop, so I feel like that's pretty good. There's the Bone Crusher. Let's just play another Underworld. Let's play this. Get back a 2/2, which is nice. I might be tempted to double block here. Yep, a Bone Crusher is much harder to deal with than a 2/1, so. And we can deadweight that thing. Yeah, better yet, we can get back Ephemia. Oh my gosh, this is insane. And we're gonna get a 2/2. This is, wow, this is kind of insane actually. The deck is working really well against Gruul. To be fair, he is mana screwed, but it is a Gruul deck nonetheless, and we're playing a Jank deck and we are crushing it. Sure, you can play that thing. That's a good way to... Wow, the Innkeeper's actually hurting him. I didn't even think about that matchup. Let's get in there. More aggressive we are. I'm gonna... Another Femia doesn't really help us out, unfortunately. But I'm actually gonna play it. I'm gonna keep the one that's untapped, and then we can get back a 2/2. Seems weird, but there's more value coming out of this. And the Innkeeper is actually gonna hurt him, which is hysterical. That's not hysterical though. But this is. I'm gonna go for it. I think as long as I don't get Embercleave, I win? Which could very much be the case. That would be... I feel like that's the case, honestly, though, knowing me. Knowing my luck. But this is hysterical. This is... if I lose, this is hilarious. And we're here to have fun. He's pausing. So it's not an Embercleave. I feel like it's not an Embercleave because he's not like insta attacking me and playing the Embercleave, because that's what he can do. So because that would kill me with the 5/5 double strike 100%. Okay, maybe he was just toying with me a little bit here. He's thinking about it. I think he has the Embercleave, right? I don't know. Okay, he doesn't. 2 Bone Crusher Giants won't do it either. Okay, that's fine. You can play the Bone Crusher. We be Gruul. Oh man, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. That's hilarious. If you're still sticking around enjoying this game as much as I am, or this deck, consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope you're having fun. That is hysterical to me. This is gonna this is hilarious. So we'll get in for one more game here. I know we could end on a W, but I mean this deck is just too much fun to not try another game. So we're gonna go for it. See if we can get another W. If not, we'll take the L, call it a day. But I like decks like this. I didn't even think about the Innkeeper when I was building around Underworld Dreams, because it was just like, oh yeah, everyone draws a card, so they'll take A damage, but just never thought about like the certain interactions. We'll keep this. There is stuff to play. All right, so we can play this guy. This could be rogues. Wow. 3 lands gone just like that. Excuse me if you heard me burp. I had a wonderful Chipotle for lunch today. Oh, this is gonna be good. Is he just flexing on me? I mean, alright, I'll take it, I guess. So, a couple options here. We can play the Femia, get our army of 2/2s going. Which I think is the right choice, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is... Femia is really good against rogues / mill or whatever, because we just get 2/2s back. So, and we can still play Mogi's Favor later on. Like, that's not going anywhere to my knowledge. He could sack it in response now, but as far as I know, we're doing okay. Drowning Log definitely hurts us. Okay, so he decides to go for the attack here. He's trying to mill us out. We lost our second Femia too, which is unfortunate, but that's part of the game. We drew another one, so I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to let him respond. Yep. So we don't draw a card, unfortunately. Which, like, honestly might be okay because we're playing against Mill. So maybe drawing cards isn't the best thing to do anyway. We'll play our third Athenian. We got to be careful here because we're losing some stuff. So I don't want to get rid of Mogi's Favor because there's a lot of things we could work with that. We could probably get rid of one Ephemia and be okay. So Extinction Event is kind of bad for us in this case, but it's nice against control. Oh, we do lose the Erebos. Very unfortunate here. But we do have an Agadeem's Awakening, which is great. So, and we have a Heartless Act here, so we're just gonna go in, see what's going on. Yep. He doesn't have the second black for the Drown in the Lock, so that felt pretty good here. Yep, Ephemia doing some work. Let's get rid of... We don't need 2 land pads in the graveyard. Yep, Ephemia... I definitely thought about Ephemia when thinking about rogues. Underworld Dreams would have been great, just... So... Okay. So... Another Ephemia. Which I wouldn't mind playing, honestly. You know what? I'm going to allow him to decide how he wants to do this. Okay. So we're still good on cards here. So I'm going to play our Ephemia. I feel that... You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm not going to... I'm just going to do this. And we can actually exile some of our lands here. Draw a card. Which, maybe in this case, is actually not good, but... let's get rid of... Yeah, I'm not attached to a land pad here. Don't really need those. Got one. Yep. So we're kind of... I feel like this is actually Ephemia answers rogues extremely well. I think we can name... Odd and be okay. Is he not gonna negate this? So he draws a card. I think we're in the clear. Because he would have to specifically name negate, which I normally don't play. So I believe this is a victory. Brazen Borrower. Okay, yeah, that works. Alright, we'll end there. Holy moly, that was incredible. We beat so many meta decks with this deck. I honestly didn't expect that. I was just kind of thinking about interactions and how to counteract them, but I've only play tested this so many times. But that was probably one of the better outcomes. So hope you enjoyed that video. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed watching me play. Again, if you're around, that means you've probably, like my other videos. Go ahead and check all of those out. I do a lot of videos for MTG, but obviously I'm such a big nerd that I have to talk about other stuff. So hopefully you enjoy those too. At this point, YouTube is showing you my most recent video and a video that you specifically will like. So go ahead and check those out. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I will see you for your next NerdPhil.